and welcome, my beloved Ascension pioneers. Welcome to yet another of my light activations. There's quite a series out there already. I have received numerous feedbacks from all of you all over the world on just how much you love doing my light activations. And it's just been a blessing, that I'm able to do this, that I'm able to bring you to the states that you also can bring yourself to. It's just about divine remembrance that comes, through each and every one of us. We all have our own gifts and abilities, and it's time to discover and reconnect back with them. And I was really guided to make another one shortly, just after the next one, which was last week. And I feel this was sort of like a calling, like all pieces started adding up together. And, I sort of wanted to do it a bit differently today because we're going to do the threefolded flame. I'm sorry. The three flame is called. Yeah, the tri-flame. I'm sorry. So that's in short. That means threefolded flame that we each have in our heart, in our spirit heart. And I was guided to listen to this radio show this week. It was about the tri-flame. And there was a lot of explanations there that were really beautiful and highly resonating with me. And even before I said, what's going to be my next light activation, with all of you. And today is the day of the new moon in Libra, so that's balance. And since they were speaking about balance, I had a really good idea that this is going to be my next one. And as you can see, we're doing this a bit differently today. We're in my room, and I have a bunch of candles lit, although this camera doesn't show the beautiful intimate light that I've set here in my room. But I do have all these candles right now. These are my chandeliers, and they're all lit up. They all have burning candles inside them, and basically what they represent the colors blue, golden, and pink, which is our threefolded. I'm sorry, I just can't pronounce it. The tri-flame. So threefolded flame. Anyway, this is the golden essence is here. This is the divine masculine, the seed of the Father, the divine masculine. So we have the blue, which is the seed of the Divine Mother, which is the feminine. Some call it the Universal Mother, some call it Mary, whatever you wish to call it. And the pink one, which is no coincidence, the Ascension Pioneers logo color is pink. And I always say that this is about divine love and our essence and our own divinity, which is true. And just this week, I received a beautiful confirmation in that show, when they were explaining that the pink essence between is our own divinity. So we each have, all of us have the seed of the Mother, the seed of the Father, and the pink, which is our own natural state, source of divinity. So I have a feeling that my purpose here with us, with the Ascension Pioneers, and bringing our community to what it is and what is becoming and growing and expanding so much, is about us remembering our own power, our own divinity, not just our fathers and mothers, our equal universal father and mother, and the source of everything, the source of all that is, but also igniting our own flame, our own divinity. And I have a feeling that this is what Ascension Pioneers is about. That's what I'm usually talking about in divine love. It is the essence of our birth essence. So that's how we are each created. Anyway, because it is a new moon in Libra, I'm sorry guys, I was really tired this week because I've been nothing but works of service and so many weeks now, and I was really tired today, and I was sending out my newsletters, and I ended up writing full moon at the presentation text. And just today, the Sister of Light reminded me. She said, "Oh, you probably meant new moon." I'm like, "Oh, crap!" Even the most perfectionist sort of people make mistakes. So I'm sorry to all those of you who might have been confused. What's Paluna talking about? Yeah, it is the new moon. It is up for us to. It is an opportunity for us to plant new seeds, to start opening to new depths, because we keep sinking deeper and deeper. That is why I keep telling us, all of us. And I keep receiving the same message from Spirit. Some people say, "Oh, it's over. When does it over? I mean, when is over? When does it ever end?" And no, it doesn't end. The journey of ascension is an eternal. We are eternal beings. We get to choose what is our next step, what is our next stage in our evolutionary path. So the thing is, if you look at it that way, you really miss the point. The point is being here now. The point is that we keep tapping and we keep immersing ourselves within the greater and greater balance. So this activation will be about the Libra sort of energy, which is the balance, the scale, the great judgment within, you know, within the neutral point is the source point. I'm sorry guys, I'm still a bit tired today. I was doing meditations, activations just before doing my own, and just before I did the rite of passage from Children of the Sun, so I'm a bit, you know, tongue-tied. I hope that what comes through me through the activation will be a bit more clear so you can understand me, but there are really high energies right now in the air, and if you've seen my recent video, it's about light beings and light activation. So I've received many downloads lately, and they're still grounding in my body. I think I will need a lot more rest this week, because you know, there's just so many of you reaching out, writing, and there's just one of me. So I hope that you understand that as of this stage right now in my life, I'm just not able anymore to answer all of your questions. We're all one. I love each and every one of you. We're one, and we're love divine. But I just need to have time for myself as well. I need to have time for my own spiritual growth, because I'm here to be of service, but I'm also here for me, that I get to discover this knowledge, my own wisdom. And I'm thanking each and every one of you who is heart open enough and who is following what I do in a way that it is a confirmation for you, that it gives you food for the soul, that gives you a lot of triggers for your own divine remembering. Thank you for supporting Ascension Pioneers through donating, and I'm really thankful for all those of you who have already donated. So without further ado, I wish to go now to ask you to join me in this light activation. Enough preparation already, you know, let's get down to business. Okay, guys, I would like all of you now to get really, but really comfortable, okay? Prepare your sacred space. Even if you've put some of your own candles where you are, just make your space that you really feel nurtured, that you really feel that this is the space where you can really be your fullest self, because it is now time to shine. Time to embody all of the light that we are. It's time to bring the fullness of our being right here in this body. And also, not just that, but keep it within the greater balance, because there's a lot of turbulence also going on around us, and with some people also within them. We're also purging through a lot of the collective stuff as well. So this balancing out librarian, if it's not librarian, Libran, whatever sort of activation will be able, I think, to assist all of us. And now let's invoke the highest energies of light. Let's invoke the white light of creation, which is why I'm always wearing white, because I always invoke white light of creation, the Mahatma source energy, the highest beings of light within the law of oneness. And let's invoke also the realms of illuminated truth to be with us present here now. Each one of you, you can also invoke now your own sacred masters, your own guides for Ascension, your own Ascension mentors. Breathe that in, that white source light that we always breathe in. Breathe it in again. And then softly out breath. Not just your whole physical body, but feel it like it runs through your entire essence, your whole of spiritual self, your multidimensional self, your Christ itself. And then, now let's imagine us moving upwards from that Christ itself, which is the essence of our soul, and the uniqueness of expression within oneness, within group consciousness that is bound together by love eternal. And let's envision that we go upwards, emanating directly from that Christed field, the universal Christ energy, upwards to the I Am presence of each and every one of us. You can imagine yourself floating on your own beautiful universal ray, your own ray of variation of creation. And as you're floating on that ray, You are now, and we are all now invited to see many of these rays forming together a group of rays. We are moving further on the evolutionary spiral, on the spiral of consciousness. We're moving upwards and we're entering the realms of the group I am. So that all of us doing this activation are now connected through this energy force field and the matrix of all of our I am presences as one. Through this group I am presence, we will now more easily tap into the source I am, the all that is. You can imagine this very simply. You can imagine various colors of rays, various fractions of light, all coming together from the lowest point, which is where we are now, sitting right here in our sacred space, and moving upwards to the highest point. Well, they will be no more diverse. They will only coexist as one unity consciousness field. Breathe that in now. Breathe our group consciousness in. And then gently anchor it here in our body now with the out breath. We are individual, we are unique, but now we have expanded our consciousness to the level of our group I am as well. And we can feel both at the same time. That is the balance we will be working with right now. Bridging the two, gapping the two, connecting the two as one. The great balance we're working now as a collective is balancing out the individual and the group I am consciousness. So let us soar up, way up high, once again, to the level of our group energy matrix. What I see there is just beautiful white light of creation, where everything and everyone and all of life stems from. So when you feel comfortable and when you can see and envision and feel yourself as existing as that state of consciousness, in the group consciousness, in the group I am, breathe that in one more time, that beautiful white light. And what you breathe out now is centeredness, is peace, is higher knowing, is the higher understanding, and especially the neutrality of the 0 point within that consciousness state. This is the state. Well, all is but one, all is neutral, and all is light. The moment when we emanate as individual fractions from that state, we form different states of awarenesses, different states of form, of beingness, of expansion, of creation. Now, let us go even higher from that point on. Let us open our crown center here and now, activating it fully, with the intention and the decree that we move even higher to the realms of all that is, the matrix of all existence. We may not see fully and know and understand fully with the eyes and the heart of Source, but we are asked now to ask to be joined with that awareness, with the divine logic of the divine universal mind and heart. All we have to do is ask, and if it seems kind of difficult or challenging or not so easy for us, what we can do is we can ask our angels and our guides to help us, to help bring us, to help us expand our wings so that we can fly up to the realm and be joined with our universal presence, with the universal mind and heart of God, Goddess, of one, of the source of all, of our beloved Creator, whatever you may wish to call it. It is not important, for it simply just is what it is. And it always is. Breathe that in. And with your in-breath, feel as you're ascending higher and higher, getting closer and closer to your universal self, to your God self. Ask the Universal Mother and Father, the blue and the golden flame, to join with us now, to invite us, to embrace us. And they do. They always do. It is us that we have to open ourselves for this embrace now. When we do that, we can see the light of the blue and the light of the gold. And when we can feel embraced by both, we can also start feeling our own divinity and feeling as a complete and perfect equal to the source of the Mother and the Father. And we may even ask, not ask, but know and decree. Of course, it is true that as ask and it is given, but we don't need to ask here, for it is always and already so. So all that we need to do, we need to decree now, I am the divine equal, for all is one. I am in perfect balance with my Creator, with my source, with the beloved Mother and Father. And as I so decree and as I so know, I see my pink flame igniting within my soul, within my essence as well. Of course, on this level, we are not a soul. But we will bring now this pink light of our divinity in our soul matrix. But for right now, we are still here. We're still communing with our beloved parents. We're still feeling our seeds, the seed of the gold and the seed of the blue. And what we do now is we see perfect, harmonious balance of all the three flames. We see how these flames were formated, because what we just did, we came back to the moment when we were birthed in creation. So we were traveling back in time, but also not back. We were traveling in the future, for these realms are eternal. And for there is no time, this is neither the future nor the past, it just is. For the moment of our birth is eternal, and it's forever. So we now ask to see and fully feel, each one of us, that perfect balance that was given to us when we were created, as we were created. And we see that balance as equally burning and igniting flames of blue, gold, and pink. We breathe those three flames in our whole being. And when we breathe out, we see even a deeper spark in these three flames. This is the tri-flame, the three-folded flame of our created state, of our creation matrix. We now ask the Mother and the Father and our own divine self for this remembrance and this knowing to always stay within us, on this path of ascension. And what we will do now, we will still see these three flames burning brightly, equally in perfect harmonious resonance, equilibrium, and perfect balance. We will breathe them in, and we will descend them. We will descend them back into a group consciousness, where we see a force field of all of us communing together as a group I am presence, each as we are, although here we exist as a group consciousness. But here, on this level, our individuality is already forming. And we can see these beautiful flames also burning here. And we also look at the flames of those of others. And they're equal. All of us have the same spark. All of us have the same ignition. All of us are of the same source. We are in perfect divine relationship with one another. And what we will do now, we will anchor down, we will descend down in our body template, which is not just our physical body, but our emotional body, our mental body, our spiritual body, our causal body. We will now anchor that perfect resonance, that equality and perfect balance and equilibrium, and the divine relationship we have with each other on a soul level. No, this is still not the level of the soul, but we will anchor it down on a soul level. Here we are pure spirit, and we ask now that the spirit self will be, these qualities, these divine attributes will be perfectly mirrored in complete resonance with our soul aspects. So without further ado, let's breathe that intention in. And with the out breath, let us carry it forth to our soul fragments. So what we do now, what we see now and feel, is these rays that before we saw them ascending up, we see them now descending down. Beautiful spirals of light in different colors and different rays of creation, all originating and emanating from the same group I am, the white light of creation. And you see now your beautiful soul spark descending right into this body. You feel yourself as the soul, unique, individualized soul in this body. And now look into your heart center, which is the center of your soul, the cosmic heart, not the physical heart, but the cosmic heart that is a bit further in front of your physical heart. Look into it, and look what you can see. Look how you still see those three flames. Are they still burning the same? Are they still the same as they were at your birth? The spirit? They ought to be the same. This is our purpose. This is what our ascension is about now. So through the love of the Mother and the Father, and the love of the Christ itself, and the love of our own divine self, we now invoke, if there are still any imperfections, anything that is not within perfect balance, harmony, and equilibrium, to be restored, and that these flames now operate and ignite with the same power, with the same multitude, and the same brightness, the same spark, all equal, all perfectly divine. So let's breathe that intention in once again, And let's breathe it out. And as we do, we can envision our out breath. Like when we blow a candle, we see that the flames intensify. So let's do it. Here, now. And so it is. We are now beautiful, radiant perfection, as above, so below, as without, so within, and vice versa. And the decree for now is that every single day, every single now moment, every second, every ascension moment, we keep igniting these flames. We keep burning these flames. We keep breathing the breath of love into them as we see them grow and expand. And we always envision them in perfect balance, quality, and harmony. This is the time for the greater balance to be restored once again within us and around us and on this planet. We are the ones who are doing this within ourselves first, so that it can be reached also on a broader level. Now thank yourself for being here right now at this moment. Thank your beautiful soul spark, for helping you during this activation. Let's thank our group I Am Consciousness, and let's thank our beloved Mother and Father, the universal mind and heart, and the energy that is behind all life, all creation, all the multiverses, the source of all life, the all that is. Let's put our palms directly to our heart chakra as we feel this gratitude to the pulsating waves of our physical heart beating and of our cosmic heart center and the Thrive Flame, as we say, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. And as when you're ready, you can come back to your physical body awareness, back to your senses and your surroundings. Thank you so very much for doing this light activation. I hope it was as beautiful to you as it was to me, although like I say, sometimes it's very hard to translate what I'm seeing, what I'm getting through vision and feelings, through spirit. But I'm doing my best, and I'm just going to keep doing it. So keep expanding your beautiful hearts, because the path of ascension is the path of the pure heart, is the path of our heart opening. That is the heart that loves unconditionally, devotedly, willingly, purposefully, everything, on all levels of your being. So always remember, cherish all the aspects, your human self, your multidimensional self, your Christed self, your divine self. They're all a part of all that is anyway. They're all one. I'm wishing you so much equilibrium, balance. You know, I hope this new moon will bring all of you many blessings, will bring all of us these blessings. And like I say, our community grows bigger every day, and we're here to support each other because we are within the last trimester, surging towards the end of 2012, and there's so much going on. As I feel very guided lately to meditate. I've never been as guided as I am lately to meditate, to do activations, to listen to radio shows that support Ascension, and I feel this is really important right now for all of us. So be patient with me, because I'm doing a lot of things right now, not just on the level of service to others and the way that I communicate and I'm there physically, but also in the way that I prepare through these rites of passage, through my own activations, through more meditative kind of work, because that is also needed, and that is also part of my journey. So thank you everyone for being here with me, and for being here on this planet right here now, and for being created as you are. You're each beautiful and divine. I love you all, my Ascension pioneers. Bye bye.